Hello and welcome to your Newsmax Now update. I'm John Bachman. President Obama finally fessed up on Thursday, telling Americans that he was sorry for the hundreds of thousands of people who are losing their health insurance, despite his repeated assurances over the last 3 years that those folks would be able to keep their coverage if they liked it.
I am sorry that they are finding themselves in this situation based on assurances they got from me. We've got to work hard to make sure that they know we hear them and that we're going to do everything we can to deal with folks who find themselves in a tough position as a consequence of this.
The president's admission came as Republicans and even members of his own party, more and more each day, are stepping up attacks on his signature piece of legislation amid reports of new and deeper problems with the enrollment process. And Secretary of State John Kerry made a surprise trip to Geneva today to join negotiations with Iran on ending the nation's nuclear weapons program. The last-minute trip had some speculating that a deal between the U.S., Iran, and 6 other world powers could be imminent. But Kerry says not to read too much into his attendance in Geneva.
I want to emphasize there is not an agreement at this point in time.
Meanwhile, a senior State Department official speaking on the condition of anonymity said Kerry will help narrow existing differences in the negotiations. Now, if an agreement is reached, it would just be the starting point of a lengthier process to reduce Iran's potential nuclear threat, and there is still no guarantee of ultimate success. And the FDA is now moving forward with a ban on trans fats. The agency claims the move will prevent some 20,000 heart attacks each year and 7,000 deaths. The FDA will roll out the ban gradually to give food makers some time to comply. Trans fats have been long criticized by doctors, and New York and other local governments have already banned them. And we're just starting to get a better picture now of the massive damage caused by that super typhoon in the Philippines. The massive storm would be a Category 5 if it were to hit the United States. It had sustained winds of upwards of 95 miles per hour. It slammed into the central part of the country, leaving widespread devastation in its wake. Meteorologists say it may be the strongest tropical cyclone to make landfall anywhere in recorded history. Government officials say 90% of the Philippines' infrastructure was heavily damaged, but officials are also crediting massive evacuations and keeping the death toll relatively low for the storm of this size. And coming up next on your Newsmax Now update, a special exclusive ahead of Veterans Day. We're joined by the best-selling author and former Navy SEAL featured in a new book called Honor and Betrayal. Wait until you hear how 3 heroes were treated by their supervisors after catching Iraq's deadliest terrorist at the time. Plus, see who showed up to honor the legendary evangelical leader Billy Graham for his 95th birthday. That's next.
Attention seniors and baby boomers. A new website has been created just for you. SocialSecurity311.com. At SocialSecurity311.com, we reveal a weird trick that could help you add $152,000 to your Social Security payouts. For example, did you know how you file for Social Security can dramatically change the amount of money you collect? One simple step could add up to $1,000 to your monthly payouts. And other loopholes we found reveal 33 ways for big savings on your health care. At SocialSecurity311.com, you will also discover how you could save up to 50% on your groceries, along with 49 other ways to save as much as $50,000 starting today. Newsmax says this website is a critical resource for anyone over the age of 50. So go to SocialSecurity311.com now to find out how you could add extra money to your Social Security checks. That's SocialSecurity311.com. SocialSecurity311.com.
In 2013, half of your friends, family, and neighbors may lose their jobs, all while you are robbed of 90% of your life savings, investments, and home's value. Controversial economist Robert Wiedemer, who was the only expert to predict the recession, has released a startling video with shocking evidence that the powers that be have tried to ban. But that hasn't stopped 50 million people from getting the truth. Watch it at AFTbook.com. That's AFTbook.com.
What is LigNet? LigNet is knowledge. LigNet is power. LigNet is global. Top-level officials, U.S. intelligence officers, national security advisors, foreign operatives, all reporting directly to you. What is LigNet? LigNet is confidential. LigNet is sensitive. LigNet is security. What is LigNet? They're the ones taking the world's pulse. If you're not in the know, you're not on lignet.com. You've been briefed.
Are you worried about not having enough money to retire? Finally, there's a retirement solution designed to address the damage that the government spending policies and the Federal Reserve have inflicted on the value of the dollar. Introducing the Heritage Advantage IRA, the new gold and silver-backed retirement account from Heritage Gold Group. Don't let the declining value of the dollar put your retirement in jeopardy. The Heritage Advantage IRA puts retirement savers back in control with physical gold and silver combined with the tax advantages of an IRA. Call 855-GOLD-IRA to request your free, no-obligation Heritage Advantage IRA Kit. Inside, you'll find information about how to buy physical gold and silver with your existing IRA or 401k. No additional investment required. Call 855-GOLD-IRA for your free Advantage IRA Kit. Don't wait. Plans for new regulations may eliminate rules allowing you to buy gold and silver with your existing IRA or 401k. Call 855-GOLD-IRA. That's 855-465-3472.
And welcome back. The Reverend Billy Graham celebrated his 95th birthday Tuesday. A crowd of roughly 900 people attended a 2-hour-long party for the legendary North Carolina-born evangelist. The event began with a debut of a new video of Billy Graham from his home, which is part of a nationwide religious outreach that he is calling, quote, My Hope. And as we get ready to honor veterans on Monday, we were joined by former Navy SEAL Matthew McCabe and best-selling author Patrick Robinson to discuss their new book, Honor and Betrayal. It's the eye-opening story of what happened to 3 SEALs after they captured Iraq's most wanted terrorist in 2009. And here's what surprised McCabe most about his court-martial that followed.
The immediate lack of trust that came with it. No one was willing to believe us in anything we said. No one, meaning the leadership that was directly ahead of us, responsible for us.
And that's going to do it for this edition of your Newsmax Now update. I'm John Bachman. Have a great weekend.